Welcome back everybody in our latest video of current affairs based on 23rd June. So today's first question is, which country has signed an agreement with China to develop a joint international lunar research center? And the options are option A Italy, option B India, option C Russia, and option D Japan. So the correct answer is option C, that is Russia. Let's have a look to the explanation. China and Russia said they will build a lunar research station possibly on the moon's surface, marking the start of a new era in space cooperation between the two countries. The plan involves building research facilities both on the moon and in the orbit. Weeks after threatening to withdraw from the International Space Station, Russia has joined hands with China to develop a joint international lunar research station. Our next question is, recently Munishwar Nath has been appointed as the acting Chief Justice of which High Court? And the options are option A Bombay High Court, option B Patna High Court, option C Allahabad High Court, and option D Punjab High Court. So the correct answer is option C, that is Allahabad High Court. Let's have a look to the explanation. Justice Munishwar Nath Bhandari was on Tuesday appointed as the acting Chief Justice of the Allahabad High Court. The Law Ministry said Justice Sanjay Yadav, the Chief Justice of the Allahabad High Court, demits office on June 25. Let's move on to our next question. Who has announced the new book, The Seven Sins of Being a Mother? And the options are option A Roald Dahl, option B Mandeep Singh, option C Tahira Kashyap Khurana, and option D Amitabh Datta. So the correct answer is option C. Let's have a look to the explanation. Filmmaker writer Tahira Kashyap Khurana on Sunday announced her upcoming book about motherhood titled The Seven Sins of Being a Mother. It will be published by Juggernaut Books. Kashyap Khurana took the Instagram and shared a picture of the book's title, I Love Dad, Mine and My Kids. But on Father's Day I want to share some special news about my new book. It's sinful and hopefully delightful. It's called The Seven Sins of Being a Mother, she captioned. Our next question is, recently India and which country has conducted a bilateral naval exercise in the Indian Ocean? And the options are option A Bhutan, option B Bangladesh, option C Sri Lanka, and option D Japan. So the correct answer is option D, that is Japan. So let's have a look to the explanation. Ships of the Indian Navy and Japanese Maritime Self-Defense Force JMSDF on Sunday participated in a joint naval exercise at the Indian Ocean to realize free and open Indo-Pacific. JS Kashima and JS Setoyoki conducted a bilateral exercise with INS Kulish at the Indian Ocean to realize free and open Indo-Pacific, JMSDF tweeted. Let's move on to our next question. Who has started the campaign Jaan Hai to Jahan Hai? And the options are option A Narendra Modi, option B Rajnath Sinha, option C Dr. Harshvardhan Singh, and option D Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi. And the correct answer is option D. So let's have a look to the explanation. Union Minister for Ministry Affairs Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi will launch an awareness campaign for coronavirus vaccination Jaan Hai to Jahan Hai from Uttar Pradesh, Rampur district. Mr. Naqvi, while speaking on Saturday, said the Jaan Hai to Jahan Hai campaign will start from 21st June in rural areas across the country to create awareness about coronavirus vaccination and prevent apprehensions and rumors. Our next question is, recently with whom has Airtel partnered for 5G network solution in India? And the options are option A Wipro, option B TCS, and option C Infosys, and option D none of these. So the correct answer is option B, that is TCS. Let's move on to the explanation. Leading telecom firm Bharti Airtel on Monday announced a strategic partnership with the steel to software conglomerate Tata Group for 5G network solutions based on Open Radio Access Network ORAN technology. The plan is to roll out the solution initially for India and subsequently for exports. Our next question is, who has become the Forest Frontline Heroes Ambassador of WWF India? And the options are option A Shyam Sundar, option B Upasana Kamineni, option C Manoj Mishra, and option D none of these. So the correct answer is option B. Let's have a look to the explanation. WWF India has inducted Upasana Kamineni, Director, Apollo Hospitals, as Ambassador of Forest Frontline Heroes, with the aim to appreciate the efforts of frontline workers in hospitals and in the wildlife protection space. The focus of this will be on several states across the country, covering most ecoregions. Let's move on to our next question. Recently, Nikol Pashinyan has won the election of Prime Minister of which country? And the options are: option A, Armenia, option B, Belarus, option C, Ethiopia, and option D, none of these. So the correct answer is option A, that is Armenia. So let's have a look to the explanation. Nikol Pashinyan, the acting Prime Minister of America, has claimed victory in a snap parliamentary election he had called in an effort to defuse a political crisis following a disastrous war with Azerbaijan. With 75% of results declared, Pashinyan's Civil Contract Party had 55.61% of the votes on Monday. Let's move on to our next question. Who will be the first trans athlete to participate in the Olympics? And the options are: option A, Victor Sen, option B, Raymond Bass, option C, Laurel Hubbard, option D, none of these. So the correct answer is option C, that is Laurel Hubbard. Let's have a look to the explanation. Laurel Hubbard hefted 628 pounds in two lifts on the way of qualifying in the women's super heavyweight division for the Tokyo Olympics. She became the first transgender athlete to compete at an Olympic Games. Hubbard was among 5 weightlifters confirmed on Monday in New Zealand's team for Tokyo. At 43, she will also be the oldest weightlifter at the Games. Our next question is: which country's army has successfully test-fired an aerial high-powered laser? And the options are: option A, Russia, option B, France, option C, Israel, and option D, Germany. So the correct answer is option C, that is Israel. Let's have a look to the explanation. The Defense Ministry of Israel announced that it had successfully carried out tests to shoot down drones with an aerial laser system. This makes Israel the first country in the world to have been able to use such laser technology on an aircraft to intercept targets in an operational simulation, it said. Let's move on to our next question. Which is the fourth country to be banned in the weightlifting event of Tokyo Olympics due to doping case? And the options are: option A, Hungary, option B, Serbia, option C, Romania, and option D, Utopia. So the correct answer is option C, that is Romania. Let's have a look to the explanation. Romania has been banned from competing in the weightlifting at the Tokyo Olympics over past doping cases. The International Weightlifting Federation ruled in a decision published on Thursday. The Romanian Weightlifting Federation was issued a one-year ban from competition over 5 doping cases. Those included disqualification for all 4 Romania's weightlifters from the 2012 Olympics after various banned substances were found in later retesting of their samples. Our next question is: the delimitation process is underway in which among the following states or union territories? And the options are: option A, Delhi, option B, Puducherry, option C, Jammu and Kashmir, option D, Ladakh. So the correct answer is option C, that is Jammu and Kashmir. So let's have a look to the explanation. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is expected to hold an all-party meeting to discuss the delimitation process in Jammu and Kashmir in New Delhi on 24th June 2021. The discussions are speculated to involve the delimitation exercise in Jammu and Kashmir and the possible scheduling of assembly elections, which are expected to be held soon in the Union Territory. Let's move on to our next question. Who has become the South African bowler to take a hat-trick in men's Test cricket? And the options are: option A, Kagiso Rabada, option B, Enrique Nortje, option C, Leungi Giri, and option D, Keshav Maharaj. So the correct answer is option D, Keshav Maharaj. So let's have a look to the explanation. Keshav Maharaj on 21st June 2021 became the second South African bowler to take a hat-trick in men's Test cricket. The spinner achieved the feat in the ongoing second Test against West Indies. Let's move on to our next question. Which is the only state in India to have all three crocodile species? And the options are option A, West Bengal, option B, Karnataka, option C, Odisha, option D, Andhra Pradesh. So the correct answer is option C, that is Odisha. Let's have a look to the explanation. Odisha has become the only state to have all three kinds of crocodile species in its Mahanadi river. The three kinds of species include reptile freshwater gharials, muggers, and saltwater crocodiles. So let's move on to our next question. Which state is at the top position in India's COVID-19 vaccination drive? And the options are option A, Maharashtra, option B, Uttar Pradesh, option C, Madhya Pradesh, and option D, Arunachal Pradesh. So the correct answer is option A, that is Maharashtra. Let's have a look to the explanation. Maharashtra has maintained the top position in India's COVID-19 vaccination drive by administering more than 2.8 crore doses. The state vaccinated over 382,000 beneficiaries on 21st June 2021. It is the only state in the nation to have crossed the milestone of administering 2.8 crore vaccine doses. Let's move on to our next question. Who has been awarded prestigious CEU Open Society Prize for 2021? And the options are option A, Dr. Harshvardhan, option B, K.K. Shailaja, option C, Pinarayi Vijayan, option D, PM Narendra Modi. So the correct answer is option B, that is K.K. Shailaja. Let's have a look to the explanation. Former Health Minister of Kerala, K.K. Shailaja, was on 17th June 2021 awarded the Central European University CEU Open Society Prize for 2021. The university's highest honor was given to her at a virtual convocation of the university's 30th graduation ceremony that was held from Vienna. So friends, this is all for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Let's meet again in our next video of latest current affairs updates. Till then, thanks for watching and stay safe, stay at home.